So today we're talking about grief, and especially grief during the holiday season. So, like anything, grief looks different for everybody. So the first holiday season after my son Leo came out as transgender was also the first holiday season after my grandfather died. So by the time Christmas rolled around, I had zero desire to do anything that had to do with Christmas other than get together with my own little four-person family. The idea of gathering with my extended family would just remind me that my grandfather was gone and that we weren't going to have him for any holiday gatherings anymore. And the idea of gathering with either side of our families, where we had nieces in every one of our sibling families, was really just going to be a reminder that I no longer had what I thought was a daughter in my life anymore. And the idea of that Christmas season was just, it was heartbreaking to me. It was more than I could think about in a season where I was just overcome with a lot of emotions. And so what I decided to do was just to skip it. I told everybody that I was not going to be attending any family gatherings, and that's what I did. There are no hard and fast rules about what you have to do about holidays when you are in the middle of a season of grief. What we have are our own expectations of what the holidays should look like, right? We have ideas of what our house should look like, or what our Christmas day should look like, or what gift giving should look like. And what I learned over the past 6 or so years is that it's up to us to let go of what the expectations of what the holidays should look like just let them go, because it doesn't serve us really. And so that expectation of what your holiday should look like holds you back from being able to be present, one, with your family and whatever the holiday ends up unfolding out to be, and two, when you find yourself in a hard season, that expectation keeps you from being able to be present in your own healing and in your own grief and your feelings. So that's my first bit of advice. So if you find yourself in a season of grief this year, or in any kind of a hard place, and you're like, I don't know what I'm going to be able to do. I don't know how to be able to handle the holidays this year. My second bit of advice to you is just let the holidays be what they are. They're going to be different this year again anyways, because we've still in this pandemic times. And so our holidays, for one, aren't going to look, for many of us, what we are used to them looking like. For some people they will be. And so just let them be what they are. And if you find yourself unable to commit to the idea of getting together with people, or even if you do and then at the last minute you're like, you know what, I can't. I just am not in a place right now where I can go to, that holiday party or the get together, or even the thing that you planned with your own family or whatever. Skip it. Like, just let it go and don't worry about it. And if you're feeling sad this holiday season, like, lean into it and don't stuff those feelings down, because what that just does is it triggers your stress response, and it just amplifies all those feelings to be more than they're already going to be anyways. So Christmas and the holiday season is in winter, which if you live in any of the northern states like I do, winter is a long season, and it starts here sometimes in October, late October, and it lasts at least through March, sometimes until April, which, I mean, that's a long time. But it ends, and then spring comes, and so like winter, these hard seasons of grief, they end too. And that's something that I have to remind myself when I find myself in a dark season, because I find that grief feels like a dark season. Um, it's not going to last forever. No matter how long it has been, no matter how hard it feels, no matter how heavy the weight of whatever you are carrying feels, eventually the days are going to start to get better, and it's going to start to feel easier, and you will move through it and start to move forward, and it will get easier and get better. And so I just wanted to come on here today and encourage you to hold on to that hope that eventually it will get better, and to just let this holiday season be whatever it is. Let go of your expectations that you have for what it should look like. I feel like we shut ourselves to death about what we think we should be doing, or how we should be celebrating, or what everything should look like. And then when it doesn't happen, then we have this great disappointment. And when we're in a hard season, like, that disappointment just makes everything feel worse. So that's what I have for you today. I hope you have a great week, and I will talk to you again soon. Okay, bye.